Hey there, quick pause before we dive into today's episode. If you've been feeling behind in your business, if you're working hard but you're still questioning why it feels heavier than it should, and if you're trying to grow without burning out, then I created something for you. It's called the Sustainable Success Reset. This is a private podcast series designed specifically for mom entrepreneurs who are done white-knuckling their way through growth. Inside this short audio series, we're going to be unpacking why burnout doesn't mean you're behind, why your season of life is actually the strategy, and what sustainable success really looks like when you build around your real capacity, not hustle culture. This series is designed to help you feel clarity instead of chaos. You can sign up for free by going to momsmakemoneycollective.com/reset. Once again, momsmakemoneycollective.com/reset. The link is also available in the show notes for you. All right, let's get into this episode. If you feel busy all the time, but not necessarily profitable, peaceful, or in control, then this episode is for you. Because being busy does not automatically make you successful. And as moms, we're already busy. The world does not need more busy business owners. It needs more sustainable CEO moms. And those are not the same thing. So today I want to break down the difference because once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Let's jump in. Welcome to the Sustainable CEO Mom Podcast, the show for service-based moms who are done with hustle culture and ready to build profitable businesses that actually fit their lives. I'm Jenny Sunnison, business strategist, podcast mentor, and the founder of Moms Make Money Collective. Let's build something sustainable. Hey, and welcome to the Sustainable CEO Mom Podcast, a place for mom entrepreneurs who are done building businesses that compete with motherhood and ready to build ones that support it. I'm Jenny Sunnison, and around here, we don't glorify hustle. We build stability, systems, and sustainable success. So let's jump into the episode. So first, I want to start here with the busy business owner. So a busy business owner wakes up and they immediately check their email. They live inside their notifications. They say yes before they think it through. And they're always, quote unquote, about to get ahead. And they feel productive, but they're never fully caught up. She's working constantly, she's exhausted, and she secretly feels behind. Does that sound familiar? If it does, then that might be you. And the busy business owner, they measure success by how much she got done, how many messages that she responds to, how packed her calendar is, and how little white space that she has. She's reactive, she's accessible, but she's also overwhelmed. And here's the part that no one talks about. She's often building momentum in other people's priorities, not her own. As moms, this pattern feels normal because motherhood is already reactive. But when your business mirrors that same chaos, you burn out super fast. Now, let's contrast that and talk about the other side of things, the sustainable CEO mom. So a sustainable CEO mom is not less ambitious. She's not less driven or less capable. She's just structured differently. She operates from a plan, not panic. She protects white space like revenue. She designs offers around her capacity. She makes decisions based on longevity, not urgency. And she builds systems before building scale. She doesn't ask, what can I squeeze in? She asks, what actually moves the needle? She also doesn't glorify exhaustion. She builds margin. And here's the biggest difference. She understands that sustainability is the strategy, not a bonus, not a luxury, not something that she earns later. It's the absolute foundation. So let me get spicy here for a second. Busy feels impressive, right? And sometimes sustainable feels kind of boring until 5 years pass. The busy business owner burns bright. The sustainable CEO builds long. The busy business owner launches constantly while the sustainable CEO builds assets. The busy business owner reacts while the sustainable CEO decides. And lastly, the busy business owner needs constant motivation while the sustainable CEO builds systems that work even when motivation is low. And as moms, we cannot rely on motivation. Kids get sick, schedules shift, energy dips. Honestly, life just happens. And if your business only works when you're quote unquote on, it's very fragile. A sustainable CEO builds something resilient. So here is a practical shift. Busy business owners ask, can I technically fit this in? Whereas sustainable CEOs ask, does this align with my current season? You're not going to build the same way in different seasons of life. So if you're postpartum or you're in a growth season or stabilization season or expansion season, you're not going to be building the same way. Sustainable CEO moms honor their seasons. They don't try to bloom year round, they adjust. And that adjustment is not weakness, it's wisdom. So you may be wondering, what does this look like practically? So here are some real shifts. Instead of having 7 offers, you refine to 2 to 3 core pathways. Instead of having daily content, you batch and repurpose. Instead of chasing new leads, you build nurture systems. Instead of saying yes instantly, you create decision filters. And lastly, instead of scaling by adding more, you scale by simplifying. Busy multiplies, whereas sustainable refines. Busy expands outward, but sustainable strengthens the foundation. And foundations aren't flashy, but they hold weight. So this isn't just operational, it's identity. Busy says, if I stop moving, it's all going to fall apart. Whereas sustainable says, if it falls apart when I stop moving, then I need better systems. Busy says, I have to do it myself. Where sustainable says, what can I automate, delegate, or eliminate? Busy says, I just need to try harder. Whereas sustainable says, I need to stabilize first. This is the difference between being in your business and being the CEO of it. So if you've been operating like a busy business owner, then there's no shame there. Most of us start there. I know that I did. But if you want long-term momentum, if you want profit without burnout, if you want to build something that supports your motherhood instead of competing with it, you don't need to work more. You just need to operate differently. That's what a sustainable CEO mom does. She builds in the margins, she protects her energy, she honors her seasons, and she stabilizes before she scales. And she understands that the goal here isn't to look busy, it's to build something that lasts. And if this episode hits home, then I want you to send it to another mom who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to step out of busy mode and into sustainable leadership, this is the work that we do around here. You can learn more about the Sustainable Success Accelerator and my other offers inside of the show notes. All right, that's it. I'll see you in the next episode. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another service-based mom who's building something real. And when you're ready to move from reactive business ownership to sustainable CEO leadership, your next step is waiting for you. You'll find the right path, whether that's the accelerator, the collective, or a deeper intensive, by going to momsmakemoneycollective.com. You're not just building a business, you're building it your way sustainably, with profit, with margin, and with intention. Because hustle is optional, leadership isn't. I'll see you next week.